So, what is up, YouTube? So, yesterday I was 22 weeks out, so this video will be the 22 weeks out one. Everything's going good. I've got another 4 more weeks of the off season until prep starts. So I start prep the day gyms open up here in Scotland, which is exciting. Most likely be one of the first people to enter lift when it opens. Things are going well. The last week of training was like a high density program that I'm doing. So still everything's low volume. I've just taken quite a bit of straight sets out and added in like more clusters and drop sets and rest pauses and that type of stuff. I'm just increasing my output, so it should turn into a harder look, and then pretty much it'll be a harder look, and I don't expect to gain much more size off of that. I just should kind of tighten up a little bit more and not lose weight is the theory, but we shall see. Well, obviously that would mean gaining muscle, but whatever. But yeah, everything's going well. I discussed with Andy recently, I think it was last week, just lockdown shit, all the days turn into like the same. So I kind of get confused on which week is which and what day was when. Anyway, recently I spoke to Andy, and originally the plans haven't changed, but originally I was aiming to do the Graftism Two Bros show, and then I would hit up and then I'll just, because that qualifies me for any pro qualifier show, or pro card show. And then I would wait a year and then do the Two Bros British, and just go kind of walk straight into that, kind of fresh. But after discussing with Andy, I didn't realise that you had to qualify for the Arnold Classic. So, depending how I do at the just can't have my flank sticks. Depending how I do at the Two Bros Graftism, if I get a qualification, that is. My plan is to do the Arnold Classic. I don't exactly plan to walk in and like get a top 6 placing or anything like that. Like if I got the second call, I'd be fucking happy because it's an international show. And with Arnold Classics, you always get like absolute freaks from like Slovakia or like fucking Estonia and like Egypt, turning up, absolute freaks that no one's ever heard of. Don't have Instagram and just train in a fucking dungeon. Like, who's that guy in Creed 2? Drago's son. Or Drago's son, however the fuck you pronounce it. That just no one's ever heard of. So if I can manage to qualify for the Arnold Classic, it'll be fun. I know Greg will be there, and I know Andy will be there, so it'll be kind of fun to be backstage and hang with some of the Britain's best bodybuilders. That's about it. It's the only reason I'm doing it. Or I would do the Arnold Classic. That's if I qualify first. So that'll be fun. Also, I'll be a light heavyweight, so I mean, I don't think I've got a lot of fat to lose. Last time I competed, by the time I'd carved up after my depletion, I was about 86 kilo on stage, and being a light heavy would make me 89 and a bit on stage. So I reckon if I am in the light heavies, like I'd rather be the top end of the light heavies or the absolute bottom end of the heavyweights. Just because I know if I made the heavyweights, it'd be this with like, I'd be fucking tiny. Concentrating. Onion salt. If you're making steak, onion salt. Onion salt's the one. Onion salt, a lot of salt and pepper. So if I do make the when I come to doing the 2 brochures, I do think that light heavyweight class will be quite interesting for myself. I know I'll be pretty shredded with Andy at the helm, and I can't see me being tiny by the time I get all the fat off. We're not for that class anyway, I think is the point I'm trying to make. But yeah, I'm excited. Obviously the PCA Scottish is up first, but yeah, nothing's really changed. Just trying to get into the routine of prep, like every off season. The kind of dial gets turned up more in terms of like my consistency and like diligence to the plan. Like if prep is 100% since 2018 to now, like 2018 to 19, I was probably like 70%, and then 2019 to 2020, I was kind of like up to lockdown, I was probably like 85. Whereas since gyms opened up in August to now, I'd probably say I'm like 95 to 100% on, which is good for me. Like I do like to enjoy the off season by just being more free with my food, but it's getting to the point now that I'm like, no, to really progress my physique, I need to really treat my off season like my prep. And everyone fucking says that. Everyone says that. Treat my off season like prep, nothing fucking changes. It's my lifestyle. Nice. If that was the case, you'd be progressing a lot more. If that was the case, the progress those people are preaching would be phenomenal. Like Greg Taylor says that, and Andy have been saying that, but you can see it in their physiques because they're absolute fucking shithouses. Like you can see that in Kuba's physique, you can see that in James Hollandshit's physique because they're absolute brick shithouses. But when people say that and they're stuff like pish, I'm like, do you actually treat it like your off season, do your prep, or like really? But yeah, so I'm excited for prep to kick off. I couldn't be bothered filming a full session up in the container because it is like, sessions take long enough as it is. Like in terms of like getting the plates onto the bar, I've got like 6 inches of clearance before I smash the wall. So it's some stuff from my shoulder and pull day, my quad day, and then my actual back day. And then tonight I'm going to film some stuff from chest, and then some stuff tomorrow from hamstrings. But yeah, these videos are so fucking random. I kind of just mumble and talk at my camera about nothing really specific, and then just add training videos in. I will try to be, I think it's because not much is changing with my training until gyms open. So like I am just coasting. It's kind of hard to be like, oh yay, this is what I'm doing. Because I've been doing the same thing that I was doing last week, and 2 weeks before that, and 4 weeks before that, 5 weeks before that. Nothing's changed. I apologise. Also, perform way, I think it's shite. Everyone talks about being one of the best proteins out there. It gives me the shits. The flavours are piss poor. Bunch of fucking... I'm just getting old. Maybe that's my old man stuff kicking in. But anyway, I'm about to eat some steak and potatoes before I go do titties tonight. Quick tip, if you want great potatoes, put some butter and some parsley on them and then chuck them in the air fryer. Apart from that, like, subscribe and comment.
One eternity later.